Wave, doing it every day and every which way.
What's good,
uh,
bro?
not too much, man. How you been, brother?
Chilling, same old, same old. You know how it go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. One foot at a time. So, I sent you something that was interesting because we talked about this a couple of times as far as the agenda and this, that, and the third. The underlying agenda and that people are pushing and stuff. And a lot of times people will try to make it seem like you know the agenda is not real. A lot of times people will endorse it and see it. You know, this particular thing that I sent you, these guys are talking about it clearly. And the reason why I captured that and the reason why the producer gave it to me is because they really saw and talked about the things that we talk about in private. So you got a chance to check that out?
Yeah, I looked at it. Hell yeah.
What do you think about it, brother?
Yeah, I know. I know that to be true for a fact. I know that to be true for a fact because, especially in the TV world and actors and actresses, like when you look at shit like Power and all that, it's got to be some gay scenes. It's got to
Fact.
be, and it's got to be the gay men, black men. You don't really see too much white gay people too much nowadays.
Real
And
shit.
and uh and I've been on a
You,
couple of movie sets when I was trying to be an actor, and it seemed like on them sets, all the gay and feminine black men, I don't know, it seemed like they was well appreciated, whether they was good actors or not. You know what I mean? Like for like, I'm gonna give you an example. What episode? This was so long. This was like 5 years ago. All right, the episode. You can still hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Was it season three? No,
Oh,
it
when you
was
was
like,
on the power shit?
huh?
You was on the power shit?
The what you call it, BMF shit. I'm on the last episode of season two.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and on it's a club scene at the end of that scene. And
Mm-hmm.
on that day on set, there's people outside. It ain't time to shoot yet. I'm outside smoking a cigarette. Right. One of the big people there, I don't know the title of her, whatever producer or whatever. She just came outside, saw me, looked at me, and just snapped. Like on some go over there, do that over there type shit. You know what I mean? Like some, you know what I mean? But it's like when you see them interact with
Whatever.
real flamboyant niggas
Other
who twerking and all that, they're like, oh my God, we're so happy to have you here. There's refreshments in the back. If you need anything, just let us know. You know what I mean? They just friendly as fuck with them gay niggas.
You know what's crazy? I love that you have that background experience, and I almost forgot about that. You know what I mean? That you actually have insight, right? Because what most of us see is what we see outside, right?
Yeah.
The the agenda being pushed, and you have to be awoke, not wake, not woke like how they talk about, but like really like I see what you're doing. I see it in my cartoons and for the kids. And you know what's messed up about that person? I'm gonna take it from the kids thing, right? For the kids, adults ain't really watching the kids stuff with them, right? A lot of times we fall victim to the iPad or the phone and be like, we give it to them and let them watch that shit. And we don't even know while they're watching it, they'll slide some shit in there. You feel me? Because we're not watching that with them. You know what I mean? We're just seeing them
Yeah.
happy and occupied so we can focus on what we got to focus on, right? So while we're
Yeah.
doing this, you're indoctrinating the kids with that shit. Then what I'm saying, you have this situation where it goes to where you actually see, and I'll use this example. When I first started watching Empire, and I didn't finish, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I first started watching Empire, it sounded and seemed like a real. This is gonna be a great epic situation. It's gonna be a great, show, and it started out that way. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying just because the gay shit that it made it not a great show, right? So let me get that clear. Because acting is acting, skills are skills. So I'm not gonna make it seem like that. But I'm gonna say that it seems as if this unnecessary push on the imagery of what black men are. It almost makes it seem like if you was to just be a alien that came down to earth, right? And you looked at today's television, you will almost think that black men are the front line of gayism, if that's even a word, of homosexuality, right?
Yeah,
You
facts.
would think that based off of just the way they push it in TV. For real.
Yeah,
The when you said that, yo, you don't see too many white homosexual dudes. There was a show back in the day called Will and Grace, right? That was on NBC, right? That was the last real blatant homosexual thing that I saw white on white people. Somehow the flamboyant, even not even just gay, you know what I'm saying? And this is in part this is super pause worthy, conversation period. But since we're talking really intelligent shit, not even just a regular gay dude, the flamboyant who takes the mannerisms of the worst traits out of the ghetto sister, right? Where they're like, yo, go, yeah, sis, go. You feel me? It seems like that has been the mascot of the homosexual banner. And now, just like they said, it seems like you can't find a show unless he's extremely gangster or extremely gay. And then they try to blend the two for no reason. You could be watching a gangster show, and then there's a gay dude? For what? To make it seem, they're everywhere. Like they're not just, no, for real. You could be in the middle of this, yo, this shit is gangster, yo. And God forbid you don't have DVR or like you didn't record the show, you know what I'm saying? Where you can fast forward.
you ever seen The Wire?
Yeah. What in the nigga? It broke my heart. I was, Omar was a soldier. And then come to find out, and in the scene, we all with the where he hugged the little light skinned boy and shit, and I was like, nigga, what? What? For
It's
what
tripping.
though? And think about this. You're writing the script, you're writing the dialogue. What prompts you to be like, you know what, right here, we're gonna make the son gay. You know what, right here, we're gonna make the killer he gay. Like, what's in your mind as the writer? That's what, because you got to look at where the domino falls, right? What in your mind is in your mind and your spirit? This goes even to like teachers. Remember we were talking about that before, where it's supposed to be curriculum, but I come in with my own agenda, and now I have this position of pressure to influence people and project them to the world, right? If I think that I want to, what's the biggest media to do that? Television. Like they said, imagery, right? And what happens is you get desensitized to it. It becomes normalized. You be like, you start to think. That's why I said that alien thing. You start to think, oh well, I guess most of these gay dudes who are ultra man could. You know, let me finish that thought, and I'm gonna show you why I know why I believe they're doing it. All these dudes that are ultra masculine, no, they're really just gay. They're undercover, right?
Yeah,
And all the war, what you're supposed to do is take the men out. Take you for real. They're the first line of defense. The imagery of the black man was always one of black kings, black strength, black warriors, Shaka Zulus. Even in the roots with the I forget then when they chopped his foot off, he still escaped. Right? The imagery of the black man has always been strong, strength, we don't pay that shit, right? To corrupt that, to destroy that image, and then to raise the woman as now the king, woman king, right? Right? Because just because that's one story in history, that's one story in history, bro. All the rest of the world, kings who did good in Africa, right? Now you want to raise this one up at this time. There's a reason behind it. You feel me? Because now Yeah, we women could be just as masculine as you. And it seems that they're trying to lower the masculinity of the black men, the strength of the black men, right? Because we were the strongest anti of all that shit. For real. That's why I used to say, and that's why I still say, traditionally, the black community was conservative. God, family. We ain't playing on that. You feel what I'm saying? The only reason the Democrats were able to flip that is because we needed opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So they was able to jump on the wagon. Affirmative action. We need, these things to try to come up, right? And while they're doing that with one hand, the other hand's behind their back, and they're trying to show what their agenda is. And so now they're in a position of power when they're in Hollywood, they're in Hollywood, they're in the radio, they're in the TV, they're in the magazine. Every social media platform that injects images to your eyes, which goes to your mind, that desensitizes you to the things out here to make you blind, they're in and changing the whole spectrum of what it is to be a black man or a strong black woman, even, right? The strong black woman
Mm-hmm.
used to, and I was talking to our producer about this. You remember a time there was girls who was like, I ain't about to do all that with you. I ain't gonna do all that for that. You know what I'm talking about? Where it was a time where there
Say
was
it
like
again. You kind of went out.
there was a time where there was girls who were like, I ain't about to do all that fighting shit and all that shit. I'm too cute for that shit, right?
Yeah.
There was a time where there was like real life Claire Huxtables. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That can destroy you with the softness, with the firmness, and the tender and the wisdom of her words. You didn't have to raise a hand to you. You'd be like, yes, ma'am, right? Somewhere along the
Right.
lines now, to get a bag, you have to, and they say it like, yeah, I'm doing fades. Like you on a set or something. So now you're cute and you're a fighter. Like you see what I'm saying? You're ultra masculine now, and that's this whole Zeus network shit. And you feel me? They're pushing that and making them rich off of the negative imagery. The same way we always talked about how they do with music. Say what? Sydney World Star? It's the new World Star. That's what the producer said. And it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because when World Star came in, that was another form that and that was actually used by a black man. But it was pulling in the culture. And at first it was supposed to be about the breaking of new artists and shit. Then it became just fight videos, whole videos. Everything negative that was supposed to be related to the culture. Now that's what defines the culture. You feel me? There's no more love and intelligence. It's just disgusting shit. And now we're gonna raise up the woman to be the man, and we're gonna minimize the impact of what the black man is when that's out of order, right? So now you can't even be your household because she thinks she runs your house, runs the household. I don't need you for
That
nothing.
goes.
And then and let you say something back. Guess what, nigga? Now you're sassy. Now you're gay. You froze up that way. You there, Chief? There you go. But you feel me? Like
Yeah.
that's a common thing that you hear now, right? Oh, these men want to argue back and shit. Sassy ass. Like I'm supposed to let you just say any goddamn thing to me. Like I'm supposed to just let you talk crazy to me and accept that. That makes me more masculine because you could talk how you want to in the house. Like that's bullshit. And then in the same way, they'll turn around and be like, "Yo, you intimidated because I make more money." No, I find that shit sexy. When you get your ass home, you don't want to shit here. You boss there. You don't boss here. You see what I'm saying? Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going kind of rant, but
Yeah.
I'm connecting the thoughts. Do you agree with what I'm saying so far?
Yeah. I definitely agree. And people that look at it from a religious aspect, it's in the Bible too. It's in Deuteronomy 28. He said, "In the last days, he'll make the female the head and the man the tail."
Boy, I
by
would, yo,
disobedience.
if you was here right next to me, I'll punch you so hard in your shoulder, you know how I do. But that was dope. Now, that was dope. This is the truth.
Yeah.
That's the Old Testament. You feel me? And you
hmm
see it
hmm
happening.
He said, "I will make you the borrower and not the lender."
Say that again.
Other than the fact that he said in these days he's gonna make the man the tail and the woman the head for
Mm-hmm.
our disobedience, he's
Mm-hmm.
also gonna make us the borrower instead of the lender. Meaning we
Right.
gotta go to someone else for loans and money instead of being the one giving out money and loans.
Well, and just for clarification, it's also talking about a righteous move where the head will be the tail will be the head. So it's talking about a reverse, right? In that part where I'm speaking about, that's the positivity where the slave will become the master, right? But here's my theory about that. If you don't know how to lead and how to control your own environment, how can you lead the world? My theory is there's many of black people who will say like, yeah, do that cracker like that, do that white dude like right. And it's like you want to do the exact same thing that these people have done to you. If we are the righteous and the true and this and that and excellence and all this stuff like that, aren't we supposed to show how excellence is supposed to look? Aren't we supposed to be the example of what strength and discipline is supposed to be? Aren't we supposed like seriously? How can you make somebody feel regret about how they treated you if you treat them the exact same way? You're not. All they're gonna do is turn around and look at what you're doing to them and say, "Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you. I told you." And that doesn't set no example. The true example is to be able to say, "You know what? Let me show you how this is supposed to go." Right? And the only way you can have that is if you have true leadership within your culture. But within our culture, as black men now, and as black people, it's dictated by somebody else behind a screen that's writing the blueprint of how things should be, right? And they look at that and start
Yeah.
to digest that and make it seem like this is reality. Oh, but you feel me? Like, and you
hmm
can see it affecting the culture. You can see it affecting the culture. You feel me? It's almost like it's something in the milk or the water. The people, boys are coming out more flamboyant. How the hell is there an increase in I ain't gonna say that word, but in homosexuality? How is there more transgender? How is this thing happening? Because there's an environment that's setting a platform that's saying we accept all. This is how it's supposed to be. And you guys that were ultra masculine, you don't need to be that way. Soften up and embrace your sensitivity side. And you feel me? And it's like if you believe that, you're living in the TV. But let me tell you how I really see it in real life. If you really be outside, you know when people be like, "Oh, yo, go outside and touch some grass." If you really go outside and touch some grass, if you really talk to a chick, if you really spend time with a girl, you don't want no ragamuffin pussy ass. She don't. She don't. You don't even respect that dude. But that's what they're teaching our black men to be. And it's always been an agenda in place, right? Even when we were younger, the agenda was either rap or play basketball. That's your only way out the hood. That was the agenda that was being pushed back then too, right?
hmm
But that gave us the avenue. At least in that avenue, we thought if we go through school, we get that scholarship, we can go to college, it can get us. You feel what I'm saying? That was at least a pathway or something positive. It, it's nothing positive. This agenda is twisting things to a whole new narrative, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, man. It's going downhill, and I got a story to tell you. And I'm not too proud to tell the story neither, but I'm gonna
Go
try
ahead.
to tell it in a way. I'm gonna try to tell it in a way that won't get your channel banned or whatever. Or if you feel it's too much, you can edit
You,
it
you,
out.
so
But
you
nah,
thought I had to
obviously,
goddamn tap dance a little bit on, on what I wanted to say.
man, I don't even like talking about it. But like 2 nights
Okay.
ago,
Yeah,
I think it
two
was
nights
2 nights
ago.
ago.
Oh
Yeah,
shit. Let's go.
or it could have been last night. I ain't really slept in about a week, bro. I quit cigarettes, and that's just been keeping me up. I've been on edge. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So once you've been smoking cigarettes for 15 years and you just suddenly just stop, it kind
Yeah,
of like fuck with your head,
your,
you know?
yeah, your body's adjusting to that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sweating and shit, fucking restless. Anyway,
Hey, be thankful for the sweat and shit. That means you detoxing. But go ahead.
yeah, shivering, chills, all type of stuff. But anyway, I went to the fucking gas station to get some candy like 3 in the morning last night. Remember when you text me and I text you right back? You're like, oh shit, niggas awake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm over here because of because of
Yeah,
that shit. Went to the
yeah.
gas station, fucking get some candy. It was a nigga there, bro. The nigga was all like, "Can I ask you something?" And I'm all like, "Yeah, go ahead." But first, I had asked him about his vest. He worked Capstone in the warehouse, so I asked him
Mhm.
if they were hiring. He said, "Yeah." Gave me the information. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, can I ask you something? I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." He's all like, "I don't want you to get mad though."
Oh
I'm
shit.
like, the nigga said, "I don't want you to get mad though," and I'm like, "No, you could ask me." Then he says, "Nah, I ain't gonna ask you. You might fuck around. You still have type to beat me up." And then when he said that, you see him. I might the type to beat you up. So that let me know
It's
the
gonna be
next
some
thing that's gonna come out your mouth is gonna be some crazy shit.
gonna get your ass shot in the fucking
So
mouth.
look, so this is what I asked him, right?
Hmm.
For him to say the next thing, for him to say I might beat him up if he asked me the question, I instantly knew what it was. So I got closer to the nigga. I said, "It's oh, I forgot to throw this in there." He said if I want to make some money. So look, I got closer and I said, "It's some gay
You
shit you
walked up
talking
on that?
about?
Yeah,
It's some
yeah.
gay shit you talking about?" He said, "Yeah." I slapped that nigga like 3 times, bro. He took off running.
Yes, sir.
And then he young too. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And the thing is, his spirit was telling him to not do that with me because he said, "You seem
But he
like the
knew.
type to beat me up because of this." So something is telling you deep inside you're doing something wrong.
Right, right,
If
right.
you honestly felt
Well,
like you're living a righteous
you know what?
lifestyle,
No,
listen,
his
listen
spirit
to this.
also could have been telling him that it wasn't a kindred spirit. You follow what I'm saying? Because sometimes
Yeah,
you know, real recognize real, you know what I mean? That type of thing. So he knew when as he started talking to you, you ain't aligned with me. You follow
yeah,
what I'm saying? He knew
yeah,
speaking to you like, oh shit, nah, he ain't the type to go for this shit. And he just wanted
yeah,
to see if you're a bite. He should have been aware when you took them steps closer to that nigga. He just wasn't
yeah,
prepared. You feel me? His
yeah.
fa- his gator wasn't clicking.
And at the same time, right? It's like I felt like I gave him a chance because I'm like, I don't know, I don't know, man. I felt like I gave him a chance. I felt like some more shit should have happened. I'm embarrassed. Like I,
Don't be
I ain't
embarrassed.
telling the story again.
Listen, G, don't be embarrassed. Because at first, well, here's where you should have been embarrassed at first, because I'm glad you finished that story. When you walk closer, I was gonna be like, nigga, why'd you walk closer? You know what I'm saying? But the way
I
you did
had
it,
to.
no, I get you
He
to
looked like he
get an arm's reach on that nigga. You know?
yeah he was gonna get away. The nigga is like fucking 134 pounds soaking wet. He gonna get
Yeah,
away. I'm not catching him.
yeah,
You
yeah,
might could catch him. I
yeah.
gotta
You
be
know
close to
what
catch him. You see what I'm
I'm
saying? I gotta be close. So I want to get close. I'm like,
saying?
You talking about some gay shit? And he was all like,
Yeah.
yeah. And he said it proudly too. Boom, he
Mm.
right here in the arm's reach.
But don't be embarrassed, G. You put your hands on him. We ain't even gonna call. But there ain't no hate crime. He assaulted you with his words. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
uh, you and I both know that it could have went a whole different way. So God bless it. That's what I'm saying. Don't be embarrassed. You here right now to be able to talk that story. You understand what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that other shit you said about something more. God bless his life. It is what it is. God bless your life. You do what I'm saying? But that's the shit I'm talking about. They're even more embroidered like do you like if I repeat the story to you, you understand how crazy that is? That somebody approached a random like that. What the fuck is going on with the world? That it's like even that could possibly happen. That's insane. That's
and then
insane.
you know what it made me think of too.
What's that?
Since he initially brought up me making some money, that got me thinking: is there people out there? How much people has he approached that went with it because they needed some money and they not even really like that? Like people do some shit for some money. I know you in your head right now. You be like, nah, they gave. They gonna do it for the
But there
man.
has been a
Listen,
phrase called "gay for pay." There has been a phrase like that before. You know what I'm saying? But
oh,
to
okay,
me,
okay,
that's not a real thing. You can't be
yeah,
gay for pay because all right. I'm gonna take this in layers real quick. When people get raped, right, or raped. Let me just put it like that, please. Hopefully you don't hear that. But great. Sometimes people will make that excuse of like, oh, well, she got moist or wet, right? Or his penis got hard or whatever, right? But these are natural body reactions, right? But to do gay for pay, you have to be like to do the act. Don't you have to be attracted in some way to get
aroused,
like you feel what I'm saying? So there ain't no gay for
yeah,
pay. You getting paid to be gay. Like you know what I'm saying? Not gay for pay, nigga. You paid to do what you do. And you can lie to yourself and be like, oh no, I'm not like that. But nowadays, nigga, you just on the spectrum. You just buy. Or you this or that. You feel me? You're not heterosexual at all. Because how can you
yeah,
even you have to be enticed by something on that other person in order to do that, in order to do that. Like it's just no like you feel me? Like otherwise you just be pause. Or you just be slapping, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not into it. You did what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's just my theory.
Uh,
You feel what I mean? But I'm sure there are people out there, that have gone through tough times and did whatever they had to do to survive or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think you can play in that sandbox unless you know how to play in that sandbox. That's just my opinion on it. You feel me? It has to be something that allows you to get comfortable and be like, okay, I can do this. You feel me? It's like a girl who says, I never fuck with girls. I don't like that shit. And then she gets with a girl and or there's a threesome or something, and now she all in. Well, there has to be something in you to like girls a little bit at least to do that and unleash your beast. Otherwise, you'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm strictly dick. I'm strictly, but you follow what I'm saying? You
yeah,
can't, like, for real. So, you know, and I don't want to get too long winded because we're at 30 minutes now, but I'm going to say this just to kind of bring it back home, right? This type of environment that happened with you is what I believe this agenda is trying to perpetuate and more of. You feel me? Where there's no longer the threat of the strong black man. They already started to accomplish where we are divided amongst ourselves. They've already accomplished the part where we're our own worst enemies in many situations. They've already accomplished where the music has perpetuated the imagery of what a real black man is supposed to be, right? Because now you're not even praised for being smart or going to school or being a doctor. You're only praised for being a gangster, killer, hustler, cat pillar. You feel me? And you get millions for doing it. Now bitches are getting paid millions to beat up other bitches on TV and then look fuckable at the same time. Like it's an insane world that we're living in. And they're paying mega stars, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Gorilla, all these types of sexy reds to project the imagery of what the nasty bitch is supposed to be. And it's supposed to be empowering. So now our women don't even have morals. Our men don't even have structure. The whole shit is out of order. And God works in structure, order, right? It's supposed to be God, head, wife, kids, right? You feel me? But now it's not even that. Women to say, my kid comes before my man. My man is second. Like this whole shit is all out of order. It's all out of whack. And then we wonder why it's like that. And then we look at the same YouTubes, TV, social medias, all these things, and then we think that's gonna bring relief. And all it is just reprogramming your mind, filling your mind with the same imagery. So now you're not even shocked by the weirdo kid that's such dick in the corner. That's cool. Now you're not even shocked by the mental disorder of transgender. It's not a mental disorder. You just feel out of place. But then if you're really schizophrenic, we're gonna give you pills, we're gonna give you treatment. But if you just feel like you're a girl and you're a guy, live your truth. I thought they was ain't that supposed to be body dysphoria? Like that's supposed to be a mental. You see what I'm saying? We make the weird and odd and disgraceful and distasteful normal now. And the classy is corny. Being a queen, bougie. Being a king, you cocky. You trying to be controlling. Trying to bring order to your family. That's out of place. Like everything that's supposed to be good is negative. Everything that's supposed to be bad is great. And that's the imagery that they push. And they utilize our imagery and break it right in front of our face. Break it right in front of our face. And we sit there and eat it up. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Until Jesse Smollett fucked up and did that lie shit, they were loving him.
Yeah.
All on goddamn what's my boy name that played the father, but that's my dude. You know what I'm talking about, the father, Terrence Howard,
Yeah.
because of that moment, where he flashed back and threw his son in the trash can, right? It was all on
Mm.
Kevin when he joked about throwing the Barbie doll house on his son's head if he was gay, right? But this is real shit. This is real shit. Because as parents, what are you supposed to do? Redirect. As parents, what are you supposed to do? Realign. As a community, what are we supposed to do? Correct bad behavior. But we don't. We accept bad behavior. As parents, we adjust to whatever the hell's going on. It's all fucked up. And you know what's the worst thing? Here's the worst thing. Here's the clincher. In the end of the day, the same people that are coming up in this generation right now will someday be parents. And imagine what's going to happen after them.
Yeah.
That's the scary shit. That's the scary shit. If it was bad when we was coming up, and it's bad where they coming up, imagine what the fuck they gonna be breathing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it for me.
I know that's right after that damn story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know I'm gonna have to fuck you up on that shit. I'm gonna talk to your ass, nigga. That's what you get for being out at 3 in the goddamn morning on booty call hours and shit, nigga. You was waiting for your ass. You know what I'm saying?
I thought to myself, freaks come out at night
I'm
after I
telling you,
slept and
he was hoping he was gonna catch a fish. You know what I'm saying? Not the good kind, you heard?
yeah.
But
Hey,
nonetheless,
niggas
man,
gotta be careful. Some people it's niggas out there I know with a you know?
no. See, they sleep on that. That's the masculine man. You can't talk like that no more. Wait. Nigga, are you being homophobic right now? You can't do that. You're supposed to embrace that brother and embrace his journey. What's wrong with you? Get your mind right, TK. Get your mind right, brother. I'm gonna pray for you. With the new Jesus, not the old Jesus. The new Jesus that you know what I mean? Like
Hey,
nonetheless,
he
man.
lucky. I'm telling you,
Hey,
the nigga lucky.
nah, real shit. And anybody
He
that knows
lucky.
you,
I'm on a spiritual path right now.
nigga, shut your ass up, spiritual path, nigga. You'll send that nigga to heaven in the quick way. Yeah.
Nah, I'm on a spiritual path, man. I'm trying to stop my, my ways. The smoking the cigarettes, having sex while not married.
Oh, I'm
You know,
sorry. I'm sorry.
for
Yo,
real.
for 2026, I'm with you. I'll support you from the sidelines, though. I'll cheerlead for you from the sidelines. Though. I will. I will. I'll support you, nigga. Every time I see you smiling at a bitch, I'm like, hey, hey, TK, no pussy for
Yeah.
2026, nigga. Shut your goofy
Un-
ass. Get the fuck out.
until
Look,
I'm
you can't
married.
put nigga the cool table next time. I'm gonna have to cuss this nigga out on the phone. Dude,
All right, bro. Yep.
this nigga.